Batman Begins is nearly 20 years old, which begs the question of where the cast that helped create this seminal DC movie is now. Batman Begins was released in 2005 and helped reinvent the image of Batman and superhero movies generally. The Batman movie franchise of the 1980s and 90s painted a pretty campy picture of the Caped Crusader, whose more iconic depiction as a dark and brooding vigilante was better served by Christopher Nolan and his more mature take on the character. While the likes of Spider-Man and Fox's X-Men movies would kickstart the superhero genre as we know it, Batman Begins began a trend that would see DC movies, in particular, attempt to emulate its darker tones. While the Best Batman Movie accolade is more likely to be bestowed on its sequel, Batman Begins and the cast that brought new spins on long-standing DC Comics characters deserve significant recognition for their efforts. With that in mind, here is where the cast that brought the movie to life is now. Christian Bale, Bruce Wayne/Batman. Also appeared in The Dark Knight and The Dark Knight Rises. Batman Begins follows Batman's origin story from childhood to his genesis as one of DC's most iconic superheroes. Bruce Wayne's origins are depicted in detail, from the phobia spawned by a swarm of bats to the death of his parents and the years living hand-to-mouth as he traveled the world before joining the League of Shadows. Bruce then resolves to adopt the visage of a bat to instill the same fear he has since overcome in the criminals of Gotham, becoming its iconic protector as he thwarts Ra's al Ghul's plan to extinguish the city entirely. Since starring in Batman Begins, Christian Bale is established Hollywood royalty with an Oscar for Best Supporting Actor for 2010's The Fighter under his belt. He would go on to dabble once more in the comic book genre as Gore the God Butcher in the 2022's Thor, Love and Thunder, becoming one of the widely criticized movie's biggest highlights. Most recently, Bale lent his voice to the latest Studio Ghibli movie, The Boy and the Heron, and is poised to star in Maggie Gyllenhaal's upcoming fantasy horror flick, The Bride. As Frankenstein's monster, Michael Caine's Alfred is swiftly established as the bedrock of the Wayne family and wastes no time supporting Bruce's outlandish endeavors when he returns from a 7-year absence. In fact, Alfred is pivotal in constructing Bruce's dual identity and becomes the first person aware of Bruce Wayne's double life, proving invaluable in maintaining the image. He would go on to embody the same role in future Dark Knight trilogy installments. Michael Caine was 72 years old when Batman Begins was released. Despite this, Caine has only just retired from acting, making the announcement in October 2023 at 91 years old. His most recent movie, The Great Escaper, was released in the same year. After starring in Batman Begins, Caine was given roles in every one of Christopher Nolan's subsequent movies up until Oppenheimer, proving just how much of an impact, and a great working relationship, Caine had on the auteur that would go on to win multiple Oscars.